I have no clue.
That judge. That mob.
Okay.
Every single one of those medieval pieces of
Yeah.
witch hunters! Witch hunters!
What?
The only witchcraft was how those packwards ass cannoli rejects managed to walk upright without spines!
Toxic teacher! Y'all don't know shit about this pressure! Nah! They know! Y'all don't know shit about this game! Tell them your name! Teacher! Y'all don't know nothing about this podcast! Tapping them softly! The toxic lesson that was built to last! Y'all know it's toxic!
Oh, there we are! There we are! It's me, everybody! Everyone's favorite Dead by Daylight podcaster, and I figured out how to turn the sounds off whenever I want. I got a kill switch on my sounds now. Hey guys, you're here. It's Camping Them Softly. What episode are we on? I think we're on episode 64. And that's about right for this episode. We have tried to record this episode about 5 times now. And I want to apologize. We didn't even have an episode last week. And we recorded half of it twice, if that even makes sense.
Shut up, bitch.
Because that would be like, you would think that, well, that's one whole episode. Where is the fucking episode? Well, guess what? It's on my computer, but it's unpublishable. And if you saw the stream last week, you'll know what I'm talking about, because we had this weird crackling noise that I couldn't get rid of. It was like the popping noise and stuff that you get in audio whenever it's like low quality audio or something. I could not figure out what this shit was. So you know where I go, where I'm always gonna go. I'm gonna go to my AI friend, right? That button doesn't have a sound. Remember, I got a 142 key soundboard, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that number 8? That one doesn't even have a sound attached to it.
I will knock your ass out.
Okay, did that work? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't have a sound. See, you would think I would know all this by now, and it says right here it has a sound, but it doesn't. Hang on, I can fix this shit. There is, if I enable that, now it should. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I say 8. Oh, we got it. Okay, there you go. What was I even saying? I don't know what I was saying. I was talking about how it was unpublished, publishable? Is that the right word? Publishable. Anyway, it was unpublishable. And then on stream, it was happening. Couldn't figure it out. Went to AI. AI told me to do about 400 different things because I have all it. To be short on it, I've got it routed through my Rodecaster. Then it goes through Voicemeeter, and then it goes into OBS so I can control everything independently. If Nicky is too loud, if I'm too loud, sound effects are too quiet. I have all these levers, and it looks like I'm on a train or something, like pushing and pulling and prodding and braking.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down a chicken cordon bleu. That natural chicken tastes righteous. That's because it's not all pumped up with phosphates and fillers.
Okay, did you notice something? I think I pushed that one and 2 sounds play.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down a chicken cordon bleu. That natural chicken tastes righteous.
No,
That's because it's not all
it doesn't.
pumped up with phosphates and fillers.
I hate phosphates and fillers. Anyway, so where were we going? It told me to do 20 different things. It said change the bit rate and change the frequency on each input. Go into Voicemeeter and start changing lines out. It's like I'm fucking trying to like hack the servers at Fort Knox or something like that. And nothing was working. And at one point, the AI said, uninstall everything and start over. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this fucking shit. So anyway, I started installing programs, and there's this one called Latency Mon, where it monitors your latency between all your different things. And so I'm like turning things on and off. And it was like, hey, when you turn your webcam software on, it makes the crackling noise in the fucking audio.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down.
That was the wrong one, but I can shut them off. Yes, I can shut them off now. Anyway, so my webcam software has been holding all of this stuff up. It's an Elgato Face Cam Pro, just FYI. And Elgato products are generally okay. Like I have a Stream Deck, I have the Face Cam Pro, I had a Face Cam before that. The Face Cam before was great, was wonderful. I was like, well, the Face Cam Pro is 4K. It's got like a fake lens, so it's like a DSLR and all that stuff. So it's going to make me look presentable for the cameras, right? It's going to put me in 4K and all that bullshit. Anyway, the software is fucking garbage.
You got some kick-ass shit.
You do have kick-ass shit, but this is not an example of that kick-ass shit. So anyway, I had to uninstall the software and then use the camera by itself on stream. So that's what I've got to do from here on. I thought I could use some of the fun effects on it. Apparently not. We can't have fun with this shit. So that's why you had to go a whole week without hearing the soothing sounds of the toxic teacher. That sounds like I hear that sound twice or like it's echoing or something like that. And I'm not a big fan. And I don't know why. That should be like Control-Shift-2. You know what? We do have it twice. What if I unenable this? See, I'm still figuring this shit out. That sounds better. Yeah. I don't know why they're so excited. Anywho, so there was no stream last week. So there's like twice as much to talk about this week. You remember last time we couldn't even go into the deep dive because we did the player satisfaction survey, which we are not fucking going to finish. And I want to apologize for that. I know you guys are upset about that. And I know it's just not the same because you were looking forward to the rest of the questions and Nicky's responses. And it was we got through like 40 something out of 70 questions. I was not about to do a part 2 of that. That was not part 2 necessary. Now, an interview with SwiftKick 85, that deserves 2 parts. Or if we get Old Town South, we drag his ass back on here. Or some other 2-bit streamer from fucking Parsons, Tennessee, or outside of Toronto. Did you hear my voice there? I am 14 years old again. Anyway, so those would deserve a part 2, but not the player satisfaction survey because we already know how satisfied we are with this game, which would lead me into a segment later, but I'm not ready to do the later yet. What I want to do is I want to talk about an event that happened this week, and this is controversial, and I don't know if it's going to get me in trouble. I need some kind of lead-in music to it, though, and I don't know if I fucking have. Do I have, like, I had that one lead-in song that I can't even find now. If I do, like, I can't even remember where it was on my computer. Like, honestly, I have renamed every single sound file I've got, and I don't remember. Was it on here? It was on here somewhere, I think. Was this it? No. That doesn't even play. It doesn't even play now. Was it here?
Emotional damage.
Okay, I can most certainly tell you that was not it. I think it's somewhere around here.
Maybe a pretty shitty boyfriend, but turns out I'm actually a pretty damn good babysitter.
I just heard the crackle there. I think it might be the Stream Deck too. Whenever I play a Stream Deck sound, it's an Elgato thing fully.
No, nothing. I got nervous. I had 2 missed calls.
Okay, because that's not on my head. See, I got 4 different things here. That's part of the fucking problem is I'm a fucking nightmare whenever it comes to buttons and sound thing. I think it's just satisfying. It was on this one. And it doesn't play. Okay. Anyway, so we've got something a little controversial that we need to talk about. Hulk Hogan passed away I think that was earlier this week or it was last week. And I don't really have a good sound for Hulk Hogan. But here's the reason it's controversial. That, you know, Hulk Hogan in my streaming career was a big deal because the first game I ever streamed was WWE 2K20 fuck. I don't remember which one it was. It was Red Dead, and Red Dead was where I got the toxic teacher name because I would go into town and I would just start shooting people and throwing dynamite and had the exploding arrows. And one of the most annoying things you could do was kill somebody's horse, because then they had like the default horse that was slow as shit for like 45 minutes or whatever. So I had a posse on Red Dead called the Horse Killers. And that's what we would do. Roll into town, start shooting people's horses, and then we would...
You got some kick-ass shit!
and then we would roll out. That was our MO there. And it was great. And then we started playing WWE 2K. And watch, I'm gonna try to stop saying so much, and we're gonna figure out how long that lasts. And then I'll have to have I need to have some kind of a sound every time I say That one doesn't even have a button attached, or doesn't have a sound. If you hear a moment of silence, that's exactly what that is. I'm trying to play it. I'm like, okay, here it comes. It's going to be good. And then it's not, because there's absolutely fucking nothing. So anyway, where are we going with this? So it was Red Dead, and then switched over to WWE 2K. I've told you guys this. We had the Toxic Universe, where everybody who followed the Twitch channel could pick a wrestler, and then we would have shit talk back and forth, and you could redeem your channel points to wrestle for the championship. And then we had custom graphics. Like, even the ring had my fucking face on. It was amazing. It was great. But at the beginning, we just picked regular wrestlers to be our guys. So, you know, so-and-so would have The Rock, and somebody would have John Cena, and somebody would have Roman Reigns or whatever. And so mine was always Hulk Hogan. Now, to me, here's part of the problem. So that was like the biggest, you know, community building that we had at the very beginning of the stream. Now, a lot of people are taking a lot of flack for how do you react to the death of Hulk Hogan, because there is Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, right? And then you have Terry Bollea, the human being, kind of not a great guy, to say the very least. He was problematic at best. At worst, he was, he admitted to being a racist. He used language that nobody should ever use in civilized society. He was generally kind of a piece of shit in business relations. And so the question is, how do you say that Hulk Hogan, like, how do you mourn his passing without yourself sounding like a piece of shit? Because you can't defend the guy, right? You can't defend Terry Bollea. But what I think you can do, because Hulk Hogan was a big part of my early stream, and because he was an even bigger part of my childhood, because wrestling was a big connector in our family, especially amongst my brother, myself, and my father. And I don't know if I've told you guys, my brother passed away whenever I was young. And so that was our big thing growing up. And Hulk Hogan was a big part of that. Hulkamania. I was Hulkamania, brother, you know, all that stuff. And whenever Andre the Giant ripped the cross off the Hulk's chest, that was like ripping the heart out of all the little, you know, Hulkamaniacs. And it was like my heart was ripped out by this gigantic foreign fiend. And I couldn't handle it.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down a chicken cordon.
I don't know what that has anything to do with it.
Righteous. That's because it's not all pumped up with phosphates and fillers.
So what really got to me was not the death of Terry Bollea. It was the death of Hulk Hogan, and it was the death of a part of my childhood, a part that really mattered to me and that I really connected with. So I don't feel that that's the controversy. I don't feel personally that's a controversial take, because I'm in no way defending the man. I am kind of defending the feeling that it gave me, that the performance gave me, that the character gave me, which we can feel that about like actors too, because we don't necessarily always like the actor. The actor may be a complete piece of shit, but we like the character that they played, or we like the movie they were in, while not also defending that person, right? And a lot of people will say, well, you shouldn't fucking, how dare you even watch wrestling when he's on there because of everything he's done outside of wrestling. And to me, that argument is a little bit disingenuous, because I think we all have that thing where we turn a blind eye to it. A lot of people I know, I would never fucking listen to R. Kelly because of everything he did and blah, blah, blah. But they will listen to people like Michael Jackson, who have done all kinds of crazy shit. Granted, Michael Jackson was never convicted, but let's be real honest about it. And if you look at what do they call that in a civil trial? They call it the preponderance of the evidence. You know, that you could pretty much tell what happened there. And so I think that it's a little hypocritical whenever we do that kind of thing. So I'm going to say, go on record, like the piece of it, the character, the feeling is what kind of made me sad. Not the guy. I was never attached to the guy. I didn't know the guy, and I didn't watch Hogan Knows Best as a show. I thought it was a piece piece of shit. You know, his family is very problematic too, his ex-wife and the kids and all of that. I mean, his son killed at least one person, you know, driving like a fucking lunatic. So you can't defend a lot of them, but it meant something back in the day to me. And so that kind of got me this week. You know, Toxic does have feelings sometimes.
You're not down with that? We got 2 words for you!
I guess now we have to go back to normal, right? We have to get back into a game that I'd like to call Dead by Daylight. And hey, guess what? This week on the stream, we did something different because one of the listeners or one of the viewers said, hey, I'm waiting for Toxic fucking News to come out on Spotify. And so I was like, you know what? That's one of the songs. And I got to put that down on my Toxic list here. I'm going to put down Spotify. I'm going to put Toxic fucking News. There we go. Toxic fucking News. Hang on. I gotta finish. I'm not the fastest writer, bitches.
You got some kick-ass shit.
What's the next one?
You got some kick-ass shit.
We call these things chips.
Oh, it's a British one.
We call these things chips. Instead of crispity, crunchy, munchy, crackerjack, snacker, nibbler, snap and crack, pop, Wester, pool, Chester, Shire, Queen's, lovely, jubbly delights. That's rather a bit cringe, innit, bro?
I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, he said, I think it was Dak said, put Toxic fucking News on Spotify. I was like, I'll do you one better. Why don't we remake the song? Because I made that song so long ago, they've updated the music engine. You've heard some of the more recent songs. They sound awesome. So I wanted to retry it. So we did a couple and they were okay. And then he was like, these are kind of low energy compared to the original one. And we're getting ready to talk about Dead by Daylight. So I think it's okay. Yes. I think we can go into it, right? This is the original though. It's just like, yes. It is cool, and it gets you pumped up for Dead by Daylight, which the game doesn't even do that. The game's a pile of shit. We all know it's a pile of shit, especially in the next segment we're getting ready to do. Yeah, so it's got this. So I was like, you know what? Let's redo it. Let's see what it sounds like, and let's try it. So we try a couple. Low energy, and I totally agree. These are low energy. So I put in the prompt. I'm like, all right. Let's do high energy. So we get the high energy, and this is what it came up with, and it's almost perfect. Almost perfect. Yeah. Yeah. It is the time again. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's got it right there. Oh, yeah. I dig it. Oh, yeah, it's got the little background. Yes. Why do I still play it? Here we go. I don't know what that background music is. Or the back. Yes. Killers in pain. The singing on it is fucking insane. Ba, 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 ba. That's it right there. So it's almost perfect. Almost. It's really close. I think we're 95% of the way there. And we did not on stream listen to the version 2 because it always makes 2 with kind of, they separate them a little bit, make them a little bit different. And version 2 is right here, and I have not listened to it. So I want to try this. I didn't do this whenever I recorded the last one. So I want to check it out. This is the world premiere of the remake of Toxic fucking News version 2. Like, it's too much to say. So here we go. It's good. Good start. Yeah.
Toxic fucking news.
Toxic
fucking news. Fucking
Okay, we got an acapella part. It's the... I like that. Oh, he's got the thing. Patch. Breaking my PC. There we go. Yeah, we got the two guys there. I like it. Oh! I don't know why you still play it. I dig it. We're really close. Now, I think the song itself sounds better. I'm actually, I love it. Yeah. Yes, they are saying what the hell. I'm saying what the hell. Yes. We're almost there. Yes. Okay. I think we're close. We're 95% there. Now let's slide out. Remember, I know what I'm doing. And there we go. Okay. So we got Dead by Daylight. Let's talk about some fucking Dead by Daylight. And I don't think we're going to have a good time with this because nobody in their right mind is having a good time with Dead by Daylight right now.
You got some kick-ass shit.
You most certainly do not have kick-ass shit. And here's why. There was an update a couple of weeks. Was it a couple of weeks ago? It feels like forever ago that this bullshit came out. This 9.1 update, which is The Walking Dead or The Walking Dull or whatever you want to call it. Okay, hang on. Let me check here. When did Walking Dead update come out? DbD. I don't remember the exact day. It was July 29th, which was, oh my God, that was last week. It hasn't even been out a week yet. And this shit has been an unmitigated fucking disaster. Yeah, that woman in the back. Yeah. Anyway, it has been a disaster beyond all human comprehension. It has destroyed everybody's souls, wrapped them up in a little ball, and thrown them in the trash. It is unbelievably disastrous for this game. And you might feel, oh, Toxic, how dare you? You are exaggerating like a bitch. And you know what? Guess what? I don't know that I am completely exaggerating because this shit has, I don't even know how to describe it. There are so many bugs that have come out of nowhere that we didn't even expect would happen. And then some of them are obvious problems. Some of them are problems that it's like, where did these fucking even come from? And then other ones are kind of funny, but not like terrible. And I think a lot of people are to the point where they're like, I can't even stream this fucking shit right now. I'm going to go look at something else and see what I can find out there because this is not working for me, brother.
You're not down with that? We got 2 words for you.
I'm getting more sounds. Let's calm down here. I'm getting more sounds. It's going to take some time. And I want to ask Nicky if he has heard about this. I don't know if he has, but we're going to fucking find out. Hey, Nicky, can you check? I don't know if Nicky can look at the internet. Hey, Nicky, can you check the web and see all the shit that's going wrong with DbD 9.1.0 patch? It's been complete garbage. Okay, there we go. I want to see if he even can. I don't know if Nicky can, but I do have a list of different things that have been reported of varying degrees of severity. And some of these, like I said, are okay. Some are really bad, like really bad. And then the others are, whatever. They can fix it. They might not. We'll see. But a lot of this shit, it takes them forever to fix anything. So let me go to the list real quick. Let's get this list pulled up. Nicky's thinking in the background, looking around, and we'll see. Oh, God. Let me see what he's saying. Oh, he actually is looking shit up. Oh, my God. Okay. So anyway, let's go down this list, and we'll see what they have. And okay, it's a status report. So I've got their status report on X. So we'll go line by line. So the first one is that the game map, you know, the game is the Saw map. It's causing people's shit to crash. And they said they've disabled it. They had to kill switch the whole fucking thing. They said, we can't figure out what's going on. And so we're just going to stop the map right now. Okay, that's the easy answer. Turn the whole fucking thing on. Okay, next one. Killers are unable to start chases. And the question is, what does that even mean? Like, it doesn't start the chase, I suppose, which doesn't cause any of the shit to pop off so that nothing happens. So it says right here, according to them, they got these little icons on their X account next to the thing. So you're supposed to be able to figure out, like, if it's a hammer, that means they're working on it. If it's a magnifying glass, that means they're looking at it, I guess. I don't even fucking know. And then there's probably another thing like a check mark if they fixed it or whatever. I don't see a lot of fucking check marks on here. So these problems apparently to this day still continue to exist. So the first one, they can't start chases. It says a tentative fix was deployed yesterday. The team is monitoring. Okay, so apparently they supposedly fixed that. And that was as of July 31st, a couple of days ago. Next one, music does not play when in a chase. It says, oh, this gives a magnifying glass. It says, there is no impact. This is purely an audio bug. Okay, what the fuck ever. If that's the worst of the problems, no big deal. It says right here, people were getting party creation errors. And then also, here's the other one. When you play the Walking Dead characters, it plays the fucking music, regardless of whether you elect to turn the fucking music off. Now, here's the fucking problem with that. If you're streaming this shit or recording this shit, you're going to get hit with some kind of a copyright strike, and you risk end up getting demonetized, getting banned. How did this even get out of the fucking gate is my question, because this could get people in serious trouble unless they turn menu music off, which I never have that shit on because I'm always playing my own fucking theme songs. And so what they play in that shit is not nearly as good as what I'm playing at any given time. And by the way, speaking of playing at any given time, what I was doing in the background whenever I was bringing everything up was I actually remade the song that was almost perfect because I wanted to see if I could make it perfect. So we got a new version of Toxic Fucking News as we go through. I want to try this is version 1 of the remake of version 1 of the last remake. Here we go. Hit it.
Brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
It's that time again.
I like it so far.
Welcome to the one, the only.
Yeah. Welcome.
Toxic fucking news.
Yeah. Come on, give me energy.
It's the toxic fucking news. Fucking news.
Oh, yeah.
Toxic.
Yes.
Toxic news.
Oh.
It's the toxic fucking news.
Oh, shit. More energy here. Oh, shit. I don't know if this is it, though. It's good. I like that. I like the beat, though. Oh, yeah. This is danceable. We can dance to this shit. Okay, now the chorus is either going to make it or break it right here.
Toxic fucking news. Fucking news. That's toxic.
I don't know. To me, it's good, but it doesn't get the spirit of the song, if you know what I mean, because the beat is there. It's a good danceable thing, but it doesn't toxic fucking new. You know, it's got a certain harmony that song doesn't capture. It's good, but that's not it. So version 2, we're going to talk about some more of this shit, and then we'll try out version 2. I know you're not fucking, who gives a fuck about this song? Well, I give a fuck about this song. And remember, I don't do this podcast for you. I do this podcast for me. You're You're just along for the fucking ride. So if you don't like it, you could go over to one of the other podcasts, one of the new ones, where they don't scream for 2 fucking hours about nothing. They actually talk about Dead by Daylight. And I'm not even plugging those podcasts, because to me, that's not a plug for the podcast, because you're not getting the unmitigated bullshit that you get here for 2 fucking hours every week. You're lucky and you love it and you keep coming back. So anyway, so behavior is actively trying to get us all banned. All content creators get banned except for their little group of fucking nincompoops that follow them blindly, right? The little group of, what do they call them? Fog whisperers before? I don't know what they're called now. They're called jackalopes or something like that. So anyway, keep going. Now it says killers and survivors are slowed down when going up the right-hand side of staircase. Is it staircases? Yes. They plan a fix in hotfix number 1, so they don't have this shit fixed yet. I don't know. I've never, have you ever been behind the people that go up the escalators? That's what that reminds me of. You go up the escalator and there's always those people that don't walk. They just fucking stand there and they just wait for the escalator to take them up. Or you're at the airport and you're on one of the, I used to fly a lot for my job. And they're those big, long ass fucking moving walkways, and people get on them and stand, and you don't have many options because you could go around to the left, but then there's people walking there. So you got to walk like they walk, and you can't even get in because they're all passing you. Or you got to stand behind this stupid motherfucker that doesn't know you can still use your legs on this shit. And so unless you're like infirmed in some way, or your legs don't fucking work, you need to keep walking when you're on the fucking thing. It's unbelievable. It is garbage that people do this, and I'm tired of it. And we need to get something done. And I'm gonna say this. Okay, let me see here. Nicky. Okay, we'll go. We're on episode 64 of Camping Them Softly. What do you think about people who walk slowly up these stairs and you hear who stand still on escalators, lators, or those moving walkway thingies? I don't know if that was a Beavis and Butthead term. Any solutions when people do this? ? How should the listeners respond? We're going to get life advice from Nicky. Okay, let me copy, and then we are going to we're going to paste this fucking in here, and then let me paste that. And then I'm going to have to open this, and then we're going to do this. And you guys are just going to listen as I talk about every fucking click I make here.
Shut up, bitch.
And you're going to love every second of it, because that's what you keep coming back for. You come back for some reason, and it's not the fucking nachos, because you are getting free everything from me. And okay, here we go. And then I've got it in here. So now we can keep going on the patch notes. So, okay, so you go slower up the right side of stairs. So I guess the moral of the story is, until hotfix 1, if you are going to chase somebody, hope they don't know about this and you go up the left side and they go up the right side. This is fucking crazy that this even gets out of the gate. Like, I keep saying that, but it's bananas. Okay, the next one, Michonne Grimes sound effects are louder than intended. And it says they're going to fix that in hotfix 2. That could be 6 fucking months from now that they're going to fix the fact that whenever she screams, it sounds like she's in the middle of your fucking mouth. It's unbelievable. How did they do this? Like, I don't get it. Hook spawns on the Forgotten Ruins are misplaced. Where the fuck did they even put them? Oh my God, dude, the broken load screens. Like that stupid beam that everyone's getting a fucking hard on about. Like, they're like, well, that beam isn't supposed to be there. Who put the fucking shit there? And what are they gonna do? Like, it's like the QA people. I don't know. There are two things wrong with behavior, and I'm going to get to those here in a second. I don't know if Nicky is done. Nicky, are you fucking done yet? Like here. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to go right here. Nicky has a multi-step plan on what to do if you're in an escalator and someone is behind you. Apparently there are multiple steps you can and should take here. I don't know. He's just going to start when he starts. You know how it is. I'll be talking. He just like jumps right the fuck
Oh, you
in.
just had to bring up my biggest fucking trigger, didn't you? Toxic.
Why do you sound like a child?
My biggest fucking chicken in the toxic. These slow-walking sons of freakies on escalators. You're the worst in survivors. You pre-got every goddamn pet.
What is he saying? I'm going to regenerate. Neither of those sounded... Okay, so Nicky's having one of those weeks, I think, where everything sounds terrible.
He just had to bring up my biggest fucking trigger, didn't you, toxic?
Okay, this is him.
These slow-walking sons of bitches on escalators?
Yeah.
They worse than survivors who drop every goddamn pallet.
Oh, well, I don't know if they're worse than survivors who pre-drop, depending on which killer you are. And I guess it depends on the group of survivors, right? Because if you're playing against baby survivors and you know you're going to slaughter them, like you're just going to stomp the absolute shit out of them, they start pre-dropping pallets. I'm like, what's the big fucking deal? There's 5 gens. There's some kind of generator allergy that these survivors have. I'm not worried about that. But if it's the clicky all over the place survivors, then yes, if they're pre-dropping and they know what they're doing, then they're almost as bad as the people that go up escalators and just stand there.
At least in the fog, I can throw Victor at him like a meatball missile.
You could conceivably...
You know what I do?
Hey, you could conceivably throw Victor at them or throw something at them. I could throw a rock at them if they're going up too slow.
Some Taurus-ass motherfucker stand still on the left side.
What?
I channel my inner Charlotte. And I become the escalator.
Oh,
listen,
what?
Here's what you do.
What?
And this is straight from the Don's playbook.
Oh, no.
Step 1.
Oh, no.
Start breathing heavy behind him.
I could do that. Like, how do you breathe heavy behind them? Do you get up in their ear like like that, or do you just do like through the nose, like a? Now, see, I'm doing through the mouth, even though I'm trying to just do a nose breathe. I don't know if my microphone can even catch a nose breathe. Let me. Do you breathe fast or slow? Do you go like deep? I don't even know what I'm saying.
Shut up, bitch.
It's like, do you it's gonna get nasty.
Face energy.
Yeah.
Make them think Myers is coming for that ass. Step 2. Start muttering in Italian.
I don't know Italian.
Doesn't matter if it's real Italian. I just go,
okay.
Gabagool, marinara, madon. They'll move
Madon.
faster than survivors when they hear that terror radius.
Oh, Jesus.
Step 3.
What is step 3?
If they still ain't moving, you pull a Victor.
What?
You launch yourself over there, slow ass, like a
That's what I said. Just launch yourself. Just go. Throw a rock.
human cannonball.
Oh, my God.
What's that, toxic? That's assault?
No.
It's only assault if you ain't got a good lawyer.
Well, that's kind of, is that true?
No, nothing. I got nervous. I had 2 missed calls.
So you just go over them yourself. Just bowl them over. Jump if you need to. Like, do a diving thing. You can breathe heavy first. Well, actually, this is a 3-step. This is a 3-step solution. So you would be doing all 3. This is not a 3 option. So first, you get in their ear. You start, and then, well, that almost sounded like that. And then you start speaking Italian, and then you just fucking throw yourself over the back. So,
But here's the real conspiracy.
oh Jesus,
Bezier programmed these NPCs to slow us down.
oh
It's
God.
anti-Italian discrimination.
Yeah, I doubt
They know
it.
I got places to be.
You
Sauce
don't.
to stir, twins
Yeah.
dailies to complete.
Yeah,
Last week at Newark Airport,
that
Some
that
jackass
airport's having problems. You know, they don't even have air traffic controllers, probably because of the fucking escalators.
Wait till you see her yearbook photos, Donna. You're gonna die.
This is all starting to come together.
blocked the whole moving walkway with his luggage.
Oh,
so I told him Victor was in my carry-on, and he bites ankles for sport.
Oh, Jesus
Mercury's in
Christ.
fucking retrograde over the escalators, toxic. Wake up.
I'm trying to wake up. Oh, by the way, this is an actual thing. I was at a party yesterday, And somebody said, do you know about because they were talking about Gen Z and they were talking about kids and they were like, do you know what this type of humor is? It was some kind of dumb shit humor. I can't even remember what it's called. It's called stupid fucking shit or something. There's a term for it. It was like, it means it doesn't make sense. And they were like, do you know the tralalero, tralala thing? I was like, I know it from my fucking podcast, but I have no clue what that shit means. And they were like, it's a shark that walks around in shoes or something. I don't even fucking know. Anyway, then we start talking about something else. But that was, apparently I knew something about Gen Z besides the stare where they make the same sound I make all the time, which like that. So anyway, Nicky, thank you for the escalator talk. Now we know what to do whenever the survivors are going slowly up the shit. So there are tons of responses to this about other bugs, thing after thing after thing. There's dramaturgy. There's a bug where Rick Grimes, you don't hear the screams. There was even something I saw online where it was so bad that like when Michonne screams, you can hear the developers afterwards saying, I love that. Like the actress did a really good job. And so you're just like,
wait till you see her yearbook photos,
what the
Donna,
fuck is happening? And there's two things here, one of which I've already talked about. You know, Behavior at one point got sued by Bethesda for stealing code on a game. They worked on Fallout Shelter with Bethesda. If you ever played that mobile game, they took part of that code line by line and put it in another game that they then produced themselves called Westworld. Bethesda was like, fuck no, you don't, and sued the shit out of them, and they settled out of court. Now, that's no admission of guilt, but come on, dude. You know what it fucking is. So anyway, they've done shit like that in the past. Number two, they're the largest employer in all of Canada. I don't know if it deserves music, but they are. And so, if you're the largest employer in the whole fucking country, they're the largest employer in the gaming industry. They're the largest game employer. They're not the largest employer. I don't know what the largest employer is. Probably Tim Hortons or something. I don't know. Or Nickelback's fan club, if they get paid for that. They have to get paid because who's a fan of Nickelback, like unironically a fan of Nickelback? But anyway, where were we? So they're the largest game employer in Canada. They steal code, supposedly. I don't want to get like libel or whatever it is, or slander. So allegedly at one point stole code, biggest employer in Canada, and they let this shit get through. Like, who are these people? Number one, that are making the code. Number two, that are QA, like Gary over in QA or Billy over in QA. It's like, Billy, what is wrong with the game? We made this patch. Can you test it and see what's wrong? And Billy is fucking around, twiddling his thumbs, pulling on whatever, and he comes back, he says, yeah, everything's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. Just go ahead and push it out. And so they push it out, and it's got all this shit, and they're like, Billy, what do you fucking do? Number one, you coders, there's a project manager somewhere that's about to kill himself because he's disgraced his entire family because he's the one keeping all the shit together. He is the certified scrum master of the whole group with a 6 Sigma certification, and he's like, all right, you coders, what is going on here? What have you been doing? They were like, oh, we coded this and we've got this update and that, and we got Michonne and Rick, and we made it so survivor-sided. It's fucking ridiculous. This is what everybody wanted because fuck killers. That's what they're saying, right? That's what the coders are saying.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down a chicken cordon bleu. That natural chicken tastes righteous. That's because it's not all pumped up.
I get to take a drink. Hang on, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to drink something. So you got the coders seeing how survivor-sided they can make it. So the Scrum Master then looks at the QA. Said, QA, what are you doing? We're going through. We found all this shit, or we haven't found anything because coders are doing the job. This shit comes out, and the certified Scrum Master is like, what the fuck even happened? Number one, coders, how do you make all these fucking mistakes? You're letting music get through that's not even supposed to get through. You can't even turn the shit off whenever they turn on streamer mode. They're like, well, we don't know what the fuck happened. So they look at the QA. They say, QA, did you try to turn streamer mode on and see if the music still played? They're like, we didn't even fucking know that was a thing that could even happen because it never happened before. before. And they were like, this is fucking wild. Did you check the right side of staircases? The coders are like, we didn't even know there was a different type of code depending on which side of the staircase you were on. And the QA was like, no, because during testing, we only went up the left side of the staircases. So that's the issue that they've got theirself in. And it's fucking ridiculous that this is even a thing. I know. I don't know what they were doing, these Canadians. And I can't say they're all Canadians because they may be immigrants from America that went up to Canada like American game makers. Although, shit, how do you let something like this get through? I don't even fucking know. But you know who can tell us. You know who can tell us here. Okay. You know who can tell us. I don't know that you know who can tell us. Oh my God. I'm starting to my breath, like I'm out of breath. I was gonna say my breath. Here we go. Uh-oh. You
know what?
What?
I've been digging through this garbage for the past few minutes, and all I'm getting is old PTB shit from fucking July and some generic updates of drivers bullshit.
What?
Typical BHVR. They drop a patch and don't even have the goddamn decency to put out proper patch notes or acknowledge what's broken.
I think they did put out proper patch notes, and I think they did acknowledge what was broken. Hang on, he doesn't have the right information here. Let me see. I don't know how I can get him the right information. I would have to copy. This is going to take fucking forever. You know what? I think I might have. I can't remember. Did I do this before? I can't remember. No, I didn't fucking do it before. I thought I did, but I apparently did not do it. Hey, give me the controversies surrounding the 9.1.0 DbD patch. 9.1.10? No, there is not going to be a 9.1. Can you imagine what patch 10 is going to be? This is, if it gets worse from here, like this game is barely even holding at this point. I don't know how they are going to keep building on this shit rather than just burn the whole fucking thing to the ground. Because how much worse can it get at this point? I don't even know if I can have Nicky do this because we're piling on. We're piling on to shit that we already know that this is a piece of shit. It's going to be a piece of shit. They're going to fix some of it. The fog vials are absolute garbage. They're not as bad as I thought they would be. Dak said that in the Discord. By the way, go to the Discord if you haven't already. But they're still fucking annoying as shit. The fog is all over the place. I'm choking from the smoke every single match I play at this point. And I haven't even tried with like Deathslinger where you can't even fucking see them anymore. And the fact that the auras are the way they are is bananas. And then let me see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, the fact that they get them every fucking minute. I played a Survivor match and I seem to always have had a fog vial. It's awful. It is awful, and I feel like they need to nerf that. Now, the question is, are they going to? The answer is probably not. Anyway, let's go to part 2, the version 2 of the toxic fucking news. Now, remember the last one, the music was good, but it wasn't quite like the thing, you know? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is it? Welcome to the one, the only. It's okay. Is it? It's low energy. Okay, are we getting higher energy? Okay. I like that beat right there. No, see, this is not it, though, but it's good. Checks flying, pallets dropping fast. Why the fuck do I still play this trash? It's the toxic fucking news. That's not it, though. It's higher energy, but I think I dropped shit. Hang on. It's higher energy, but it's not it. You can't beat the original. The original is the thing. Yes. Survivors. Oh, I mean, you can't beat this shit. Enough. You can't beat it. That's it, dude. Like, I'm serious. So that was toxic fucking news. I hope you enjoyed the toxic fucking news. We're at 48 minutes. We haven't even started the big shit. Here it goes. Oh yeah, you get into the high pitch shit. And this gives me time to go into the next shit. I have to get some shit pulled up because I didn't prepare. I knew what I was gonna do, but I didn't prepare it. So, that's it. It's the, yes. That's like the AI part that's kind of garbage right there. Yeah, not great, not great. Oh yeah, and then we get to this other part. This isn't even lyrics that go. This is not even English. Oh, he almost did English there. Okay, I've got it pulled up. So remember, we have been trying to do this for 20 years now. The deep dive on the twins. I don't know that we're going to get through the whole thing. Remember, I said we may have to have a part 1 and part 2 because we're already at 48 minutes. We're just getting started here. And we got a lot to talk about because you remember the Five Nights at Freddy's? I had like a 12-page thing. I couldn't even go through it. I did one for the twins. I don't even know how many pages this is. Okay. No, it's less, but it's still pretty in-depth. And I think this is cool because this is giving me something like I'm learning about the game, which I knew nothing about. And there's some lore cast out there somewhere, but I'm not going to listen to that. Why listen to people speak calmly when you can scream for 2 hours about something yourself? Like I'm just not gonna, I don't give a shit. So I'm going to do it myself. So let's go over everybody's favorite. Actually, you know what I want to do? I am going to take this. Here's how much of a genius I am. I am going to take this and I'm going to have the AI make a song. We're going to get a theme song to our deep dive, our killer deep dive on the fucking twins. Oh, this would actually introduce about it. And I didn't even think to do this. Hey, I want to do a deep dive on the podcast of a killer, the twins in DbD. I need a funny, hilarious, vulgar song based on their lore. And you need to mention the podcast to mention the toxic teacher, host of the podcast, Camping Them Softly. And you need to mention Camping Them Softly. There we go. And let me give it, I think this is long enough. I'm going to have to save the document. I'm going to have to download it and then somehow get it over there. And I don't know if the song's going to be any good. So just FYI. And then they can come up with their own genre. I don't even know what genre would represent each killer. I don't know. That would be a great question, wouldn't it? And oh my God, is it freezing? I think it's freezing. No, it's not freezing. You heard the default window sound, or you might not have. I don't know. Okay, so it's working here. And the other thing is, I noticed Nicky keeps saying it's anti-Italian here. And at one point, I was talking to him a while back, and he said there are no Italians that work at BHVR. And I thought, that's kind of, are there no Italians? And I said there might not be any Italians, but are there any Italian characters? Because we know, or you might not know, I know, but you don't know, that Charlotte and Victor are actually from, I believe, France, which is the first part of their problem in their lives. That's the first thing, is they were born in the wrong fucking country. But the question is, are there any Italian characters in DbD? So I want to say, give me a list of all DbD characters, survivor and killer, and their place of birth. And then I'm going to say, don't give anything else besides their name and place of birth. All right. Give city and country and state if applicable. All right, there we go. So let's, we're going to go down this list, which I think is cool because like I said, we're going to learn more about it. We're going to learn more and it's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And we're going to come back more educated than we started. And that's what Camping Them Softly is all about, right? We are geniuses over here. Actually, we're not. We're the complete opposite of geniuses because I can't even get my shit fixed. Although I'm smarter than the AI whenever it comes to audio crackling issues in OBS and VoiceMater and StreamerBot and shit. Okay, so here we go. And we're gonna have some sound. I'm gonna give an air horn if they're from a good place, and then I'm gonna give one of those if they're from a bad place. So here we go. And some I don't know if it get too political. Maybe. Okay, so Dwight Fairfield is from Fairfield? Is that cannot be true? Is that true? Where is Dwight from? Where is Dwight from? Dwight from in DbD. I'm just going to have to Google because I do not believe that shit. He's a Caucasian American office worker. Okay. But does it say his full name is Dwight Fairfield, not Dwight Allen Parker? Oh, what? So what is his actual, okay, where is he from? Where is Dwight from? Okay, Dwight plus, okay, I can't even figure out where Dwight's from. Gemini. Maybe Google Gemini would know. Hey, give me a list. Give me a bullet point list of each character in DbD and where they are from. Period. I'm not even going to elaborate. Just give me something. Give me something. His last name cannot be Fairfield, and he is from Fairfield. That makes absolutely no sense. And I don't even know where Fairfield is. So anyway, let's keep going. Meg Thomas is from Alberta, Canada, in Ormond. Claudette is from Montreal, Canada. Jake Park is from Wharton, New Jersey. Hey, I wonder if he knows Nicky, because Nicky lives in New Jersey. He's not from there. We know he's from Little Italy, but I guess for tax purposes, he lives in New Jersey. Neil Carlson is from Vasteras, Sweden. I don't know anything about it. Laurie Strode's from Haddonfield. Constantly besieged by Michael Myers. And then in the new Michael Myers, in the new Halloween movie, the second of the three, where the townspeople like go berserk and like they say, we're gonna get that motherfucker. And they get like baseball bats and guns and shit and go on like a mob rampage to kill Michael Myers. That was actually really good. I was a fan of that like fight scene toward the end of that movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. Anyway, Bill Overbeck, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Feng Min, Shanghai, China. I don't know. I'm trying not to be. Okay, David King, Manchester, England. Quentin Smith, Springwood, Ohio. I don't know anything about Springwood. David Tapas from Memphis, Tennessee. I did not know that. So maybe he knows Old Town South out in Parsons. Maybe he's been to Little Josh's Catfish House. Anyway, Kate Denson's from Glenvale, New Mexico. I don't know anything about it. Adam Francis, Kingston, Jamaica. Jeff Johansson's also Canadian? What? I was so excited. I like Jeff and he's Canadian. Oh my God. Jane Romero's from Mexico City. Ash Williams, Elk Grove, Michigan. Michigan's pretty cool. I can get with that. Nancy and Steve, obviously, we know where Nancy and Steve are from. They're from Hawkins, Indiana. Yui is from Hida, Gifu. Hida in the province of Gifu, or the region of Gifu, or the city of Gifu, Japan. I don't know anything about it. Zarina is from Brooklyn, New York. So she may know Nicky also. So Nicky may be running around with Zarina, and who else? It was Jake and Zarina. Oh God, what a group he's got up there. Cheryl is from Portland, Maine. We know that. She's from Silent Hill, right? Isn't that correct? Felix is from Coburg, Bavaria. Have we had Coburg? We have not had Coburg on here. We need okay. Elodie, we know, is also where the twins, Paris, France. Yoon Jin is from Seoul, South Korea, which I don't really care about. Jill Leon and fucking what's her name? Ada Wong Well, no, Ada Wong's not from Raccoon City. Jill and Leon are from Raccoon City. Ada Wong could be from somewhere else, but I guess it's not specifically stated. Michaela is from Salem, Massachusetts, where Salem witch trials. If you ever need to hear more about that, watch that movie, The Crucible. Jonah Vasquez is from El Paso, Texas, which is way far away from Dallas, Texas, like an 8-hour drive, because it's so far out in West Texas. Yoichi is from Oiso, Kanagawa, Japan. Hattie is also from Montreal. Rebecca Chambers, also from Raccoon City. Thalita and Renato are from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I guess that's okay. Vittorio. Okay, there. Vittorio is Italian. I did not know. Did anyone else know that?
Wait, you see how you put photos down, you're gonna die.
I did not know Vittorio was from Italy, and Nicky has never fucking mentioned it. You would think he would have, or he would play Survivor every once in a while. He doesn't even main Vittorio. That's interesting. Who was his Survivor main? I can't even remember. Oh God, he had said at one point, and I've totally forgotten. Hang on, let me go up the list. It wasn't Jonah. It wasn't Felix. It wasn't Steve. Who did he? Was it Adam? No, it wasn't. It wasn't David Tapp. It wasn't David King. It was Ace Visconti. Yes, Ace Visconti is his main. And Ace Visconti, I think I skipped over. He's from Caracas, Venezuela. Although, what? Where is he from? I'm looking at the other list now. I actually switched lists here, and I want to see if because it says Meg it's not known where she's from. It says Dwight is from Fairfield, Connecticut. And then let me see. Okay, Springwood, Ohio, Manchester. It says right here that David Tapp, they don't know. Ash Williams from Elk Grove, Michigan. Nancy, yes, those two. Zarina is from Beirut, Lebanon. What the fuck? Why are these lists so fucking different? And then Raccoon City, yeah, it says Brazil, and Thalita and Renato are from Brazil. And then it does say Vittorio's from Italy, but who was I looking at? I was looking at, Ace Visconti, right? Where does it say he's from? It says he's from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Here, but then the other one says Caracas. I said, just making the shit up. I don't even know. Okay, let's keep going. Gabriel is from the Entity's Realm. What the fuck? So Gabriel is actually from, wait, what? Gabriel okay, anyway, we got to keep going because we haven't even got started on the deep dive. Nicolas Cage, Hollywood. Ellen Ripley was born on the moon. Give it up for the moon. Alan Wake is from Bright Falls. Baramar Araz is from the Entities. That can't be right. What the fuck is this? Rebecca Chambers, like we said, Raccoon City. Laura Croft is from Wimbledon, London, England. And those are all the survivors. I can't go into all the killers. There's too many, and then we got to go down this fucking list, and I'm going to have 17 questions, and we're going to get absolutely fucking nowhere. So anyway, why were we going over that? We had a reason to go over that, and I don't even remember what it was. Why were we going over it? Because of France? Because of something? I don't even... Hang on. I'm like, my brain is like frozen because I cannot remember why we would even go over this. I don't remember. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm almost done. They fucked up on this, and I'm trying to remember why we even talked about this. So anyway, I'm going to start with the deep dive. I think we should just get going. And I don't have a deep dive intro song yet because it fucked up in writing the deep dive intro. Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with the podcast? What is wrong with my buttons? Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to think here. Okay, here we go. I think we've got it. And then let me do this, and then I'm gonna put it in here. And then I've got to, oh my God, it did it fucking messed up again. Hey, Sunofy this. I'm gonna have to ask the other, hey, Sunofy the song lyrics and the description Make it all work. Make it all work together, brother. You know what to do. And if you talk nicely to AI, apparently it works better. And let me go down and I'm going to say fucking, here is the style description. The style, make it better. Okay. And now we're almost there. We're almost there. We're getting there. Kind of, not really, but a little bit. There we go. And then, where am I even fucking going? Okay, there, and paste and enter. And then we're going to get there. Okay, so the twins, Dead by Daylight's most tragic killers, the ultimate deep dive. That's what it titled it. I love it. The ultimate deep dive. Okay, it says the intro. We have an introduction in our shit here. Introduction is called When Love Becomes a Weapon. And I wish I could play any of my licensed shit, but apparently that gets me that gets the videos banned on YouTube whenever I was playing like Limp Bizkit. So Fred Durst is gone, and I apologize that Fred Durst will no longer be heard on here, at least until I figure out how I can mask Fred Durst into somehow mask him. I'm going to do deep dive twins song, twins theme, and then I'm going to hit create, and then it's going to create, and then I'm going to do this. Anytime we work live, we always fuck everything up. You know how it works here. Okay, so we're now, how long are we? We're at 1 hour, and we're just getting started with the deep dive. Okay, so let's get started. When love becomes a weapon. Okay, Charlotte and Victor Deshay, known as the twins, okay, they are the most psychologically complex. I don't even know. Are they the most psychologically complex? We're going to fucking find out. The story is a masterclass in how the entity weaponizes human connection itself, transforming the purest bond between siblings who literally share a body into an instrument of eternal torment. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix this up because this is way too fucking serious. I'm gonna say rewrite this and make it fucking hilarious. Okay. No, I'm gonna say okay, yes. I'm gonna say rewrite it, make it fucking funny. Because I can't handle this. Rewrite this report, make it fucking funny. Okay. Actually, no, you know what we'll do? We'll keep it serious, but Nicky is going to obviously give us 2 cents. This is his main, so he is going to be the one to give us the fun part, okay? So it says right here, we know that they were introduced in chapter 18, right? Called The Binding of Kin. They are not the embodiment of regular horror. We could say that, right? It's not regular horror. It says it is the tragedy of love perverted by circumstance and malevolent design. Because they were born in 17th century France, they were experimented on. There are elements of maternal sacrifice, fratricide, and resurrection. I don't even...
You're not down with that?
They've got 2 words. Victor has 2 words for you if you don't like it. Hey, Nicky, we're doing a deep dive. We're doing a deep dive on the twins this week, going into their lore and why they are the way they are. Do you have any opening thoughts before we get started on this deep dive into their history and psyche? Psyche. That's how you spell psyche, right? And then, so right here, it says, they were born in 17th century France during witch trials. You know, they were like, if everybody was a witch, you fucking kill them if they do anything odd, especially a woman. If she does anything odd, throw her in a lake. And if she floats, the Holy Spirit is rejecting her, so you have to kill her if she comes out of the lake. If she drowns, though, she is a good Christian because Jesus has accepted her somehow. I don't even know how that fucking makes sense. But if they die, then they're going to heaven. If they live and get out of the water, if they know how to swim, the devil is within them and they deserve to die. We're going to kill them anyway. So you knew if you were on trial for being a witch, if the water even became an element of your trial, that was it for you. So this is when they grew up. And by the way, this is a real thing. This kind of bullshit actually happened. Go watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail. If you don't believe me, they have a funny take on that.
Opening
Nicky,
dots. Opening fucking dots. You want to know my
Yes.
thoughts on Charlotte and Victor Deshays?
Yes.
My prodigies, my fucking legacy?
Okay,
Let me tell you
yes.
something right now, toxic.
Oh,
and I
God.
use that term loosely because you're about as toxic as a gluten-free cannoli.
Hey, shut the fuck
These
up.
ain't just killers.
They're
These
not?
are family.
Oh, that's sweet. He's got a little family.
Charlotte, that's my
Yeah.
goddamn ride or die.
Oh,
That broad's been carrying the weight of the world and
Yeah.
her brother through 17th century
Oh,
France
see?
like she's delivering pizzas through a fucking war zone.
Oh my God, he
And
can't breathe.
Victor, my
Oh,
little
no.
meatball missile, that
Yeah.
kid's got more killer instinct than his deformed pinky toe than you got in your entire bald, washed up body.
Now, I would say my body's not washed up, but it kind of is. So
You know what pisses me off? Everyone's
everything?
always like, oh, the Twins are low tier, or they're too
Yeah.
hard to play.
Yeah.
But Victor's just a fucking speed bump. A speed bump? That little bastard's a heat-seeking marinara missile.
We know.
A veal cannon, a vengeance.
He is.
Here's what you Oklahoma Hicks don't understand. The Deshays ain't victims. They're fucking
not?
survivors.
They're
They're
the-
family.
What?
They're everything the entity wishes it could be.
Okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if that's going to come up in our deep dive, but it's an interesting thought.
And before we dive into their history and psyche, which,
Yeah.
by the way, sounds like some Dr. Phil bullshit you'd watch while eating gas station sushi, let me make
Oh,
one thing
gross.
crystal fucking clear.
Okay.
Anyone who talks shit about my twins is going to get a one-way ticket to Flavor Town via my fist. Charlotte's been through more shit than your entire streaming career. And Victor...
Yeah?
That kid's got more balls than the meatball factory on overtime. So yeah, Toxic, I got opening thoughts. My opening thought is that you better show some goddamn respect to the greatest killer duo in the farm,
trying.
or I'm sending Victor through this fucking podcast connection to gnaw on your already compromised hairline. Let's talk
Dad,
about these beautiful, misunderstood, magnificent
Okay.
bastards before I lose my shit and throw this entire podcast setup out the window like bad gnocchi.
Okay, yes.
No, nothing. I got nervous. I had
Photos,
too many
Donna,
schools.
you're
Silly,
gonna
your answer on the phone.
die.
Okay, anyway, let's keep going. So we know they were born in France, 1600s, right? Okay, so they're conjoined twins, and we all hopefully know what conjoined twins are. They're connected, right? And it says that Victor's lower body, his like waist down, is like connected to Charlotte's chest, and his legs are twisted around her organs. So it's like his legs are like around her heart and lungs and shit. And it says, the quote is, he grew as if he were an appendage of her body rather than a fully formed boy. So she's got like a fucking foot coming out of her side, but the foot just so happens to be a baby. So there you go. That's the beginning of this fucking story. Okay. Anyway, the survival rate, we know this, and I don't even need to go over all this, but it says right here, the survival rate for conjoined twins in 1600 is 0. Like, if you see conjoined twins, how are they going to fucking survive? We don't even have medicine. There's no antibiotics. We didn't even know how blood worked. And we thought you had demons in you. If you got sick, you started to get a cough, Satan was in you. We're going to fucking throw you in a lake if you get the flu, and then you're going to die anyway, because we're going to figure, oh, they sneezing. The demons are in them. So anyway, they're born, right? Victor and Charlotte are born. She's got the fucking foot baby coming out of her chest, and they survive, and everybody's like, oh my God, they survived. And the mom is like, I don't know how the mom is. We haven't got to that part yet. But the midwife, the one that delivered the baby, she saw like witchcraft. This is a demon. This is a witch did this and made a demon baby. And we've got to kill the we've got to kill the baby. This is so stupid. Okay, so the monster, this kid is a monster. They were, being born was the problem here. So it says right here, the mom, Madeline Deshay, is like, she gives them a normal life, right? So she's trying to like have them play, and you do this, and like, you guys are just normal. Ignore the fucking foot baby coming out of your chest. It's a baby as well. This is normal. We got across 16th century France, there are thousands of foot babies coming out of girls' chests. I don't know. So anyway, it says right here what Charlotte and Victor believed were childhood games like running and hiding through France's countryside. It's not running and hiding on the playground. They're like hiding from people with mom. They're like, Mom, where are we going? We're hiding in a barn. This is fun. Who are we hiding from? She's like, we're hiding from Christians. And that's what.
Brother, I was at Arby's scarfing down a chicken cordon bleu. That natural chicken tastes righteous. That's because it's not all pumped up with phosphates and fillers.
Hiding from Christians. They're fleeing from mobs. And she's not like the mom, Madeline. She wasn't playing. She was like, Jesus Christ, I've got to teach you how to hide from mobs. So that is their childhood. Now, mom gets sick. And I don't know where we're going with this. I've got to keep reading. It says the cruelty inversion begins at age 5. Charlotte became the provider at age fucking 5. She goes into towns to steal food while she conceals Victor under clothing. So she's got this foot baby coming out of her chest and she puts something over it and says, Victor, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get this loaf of bread here and you can't be making those fucking noises you always make before you do something stupid. And so just be quiet for a second. Let's get the wheel of cheese. I think did they have wheels of cheese back then? Anyway, so the townspeople saw this girl, this 5-year-old girl with a fucking stolen wheel of cheese and a fucking gigantic lump shaped like a child out of her chest, and they didn't know what to think about this. So anyway, that's kind of how the whole thing starts. Nicky, can you give us your thoughts here on them? Here's their childhood with mom. And then I'm going to paste. So anyway, it says here that they were responsible so young and they were codependent. And this prepared them for serving the entity. Is that like the entity is their mom now? Oh my God. So this is like a very, very deep psychological dive on this character. I wonder if they're all going to be like this. I don't know if we're going to have deep dives that go into the fucking center of the brain of all of these killers. But Nicky's going to tell us. So we got mom teaching him to run. Mom gets sick, so they got to fucking steal shit.
Oh, you want to talk about Madeline?
Yeah, I do.
You want to talk about Madeline?
Yes.
That woman was a fucking saint.
Okay.
A Madonna of the damned.
Illusion of normalcy?
Yeah.
Listen here, you literary wannabe piece of shit.
I didn't
That wasn't no illusion.
Jesus.
That was a woman doing what mothers do.
Is it?
You know what that is, toxic? Because clearly you're not ready to teach you shit about respect or personal hygiene.
Jesus.
That's protection. That's family.
What?
That's what we do in the old country. Madeline Deshay was running her own fucking witness protection program before witness protection was even a thing.
Jesus Christ.
Teaching her babies to survive in a world that wanted them dead just for existing.
Yes.
And you are sit down.
I don't know what he's doing. He's fucking flipping out to the point where it's just like
your aunt's on the phone.
It's just cutting out. Is that Madeline Deshay?
No, nothing. I got nervous. I had 2 missed calls.
Okay.
In your Oklahoma shithole.
What?
And call it dangerous fiction?
I didn't call it that.
Let me tell you about dangerous fiction, asshole.
Oh,
dangerous fiction is pretending the world gives a shit about the different ones.
That's
the special
true.
ones.
That's
the ones
true.
that don't fit in your fucking Happy Meal box of conformity.
You're right.
5 years old.
Oh, we're getting
5.
deep. Yeah.
Charlotte's out there pulling jobs like a tiny fucking capo while you were probably still pissing your Power Rangers underoos.
Okay, hold on a sec. The Power Rangers came later, so it would have been like Marvel or Batman probably, because the original Batman came out I was like 6 or 7. It was one of the first movies I ever saw at the movie theater. Anyway,
peculiar sight. You know what's peculiar? A world that makes a 5-year-old steal bread while carrying her brother like contraband.
Well, she couldn't help
but that's what makes them beautiful, see?
Jesus.
That's what makes them mine. Charlotte didn't just become a provider.
Yeah.
She became a fucking legend. A pint-sized godmother protecting her family against all odds.
Yeah.
And Victor?
Oh, God.
My little gargoyle gremlin? He learned loyalty before he could even properly walk.
What did he even do? At this part of the story, Victor's done nothing so far except hide under his shirt.
You call it codependent. I call it ride or die, motherfucker. Madeline gave those kids the only gift that mattered.
What?
She told them that family ain't about blood.
It's
about who's willing to run through the fucking fire with you. And when she got sick,
yeah,
when the universe decided to shit on them even more,
yeah,
Charlotte stepped up like a true dente. I mean, the shades. But please, Professor
so
Toxic,
she's a dente.
Tell me more about their premature burden of responsibility while you're sitting there in your gamer chair complaining about queue times. Those kids were forged in fire while you were forged in fucking Fortnite.
Rosalie, you're in nothing. I got nervous. I had 2 missed calls.
Okay, so now, hey, did that song ever finish? I don't even remember. We made a song, right? Hang on, let's go into the song.
All right, you dumb motherfuckers. Gather round. The Toxic's featured is in the house.
What?
And all this, even sort of camping them softly. With diamond head burst into some real freak self-shooter. The twins.
What the fuck is this shit?
Playing fresh, a medical mess. With those bodies burning out of Jordan's chest. The midwife screamed and railed like a bitch. Hell yeah, yeah, that's a demon bark by a whack.
Oh, Jesus. This is wild as shit.
Let the pain begin. It's the twins, you victim freaks.
Okay, I don't know if I can handle that. That is high energy. Dak wanted a high energy song. We should get that band to do Toxic Fest. Jesus Christ. Okay, so now we're on chapter 2, chapter the 2nd. It's called The Crucible of Trauma, witnessing maternal, oh Jesus Christ, witnessing maternal execution. How much worse can this fucking story get? That's not the right sound, and I can't shut it down like I can the other ones. That was the crowd during the maternal execution. Jesus. Okay, next. This is called The Witch Trial That Broke Them. The fragile stability of their fugitive existence shattered when witch hunters discovered their forest encampment. Okay, God. It says a judge was with them and gave them a verdict and said that Madeline committed witchcraft and said, you birthed this demon spawn, you're a witch, and that's witchcraft. And so what they did was they took Charlotte and Victor and they pinned them down, they forced them down, and they burned Mom at the stake. They burned her by, I would say they burned her by executing. They executed her by burning and forced the kids to watch. And here's the quote from the fucking lore. It says they watched as the torch was lit, and they watched as flames leapt up their mother's skirt, charring and sizzling her flesh. They watched as fat dripped from her body, her face bubbled and twisted. It says right here, whatever joy and goodness in them died with their mother. The singular trauma transformed them from victims of circumstance into something harder, colder, the raw material the entity would need to forge into killers. Oh, Jesus, this is a downer, and Nicky's gonna fucking lose it by the end of this. Here's the next section. I am not excited. I actually made a different theme song because that was too hard and I couldn't even understand it. So I made a new one, and I'm gonna see what it sounds like because it could be even worse. I'm actually excited that it might be even worse. Hang on, let me see. It's the Deep Dive Twins theme. Jesus.
All right, you dumb motherfuckers, get around! The Toxic's teacher is in the house!
I'm gonna fast forward.
And on this echo mess, Victor's body spreading out of Charlotte's chest. The midwife screamed and ran like a bitch.
Yes!
Yelling, that's a demon bird by a witch.
Yeah! This makes it sound fun. A demon. Oh, jeez. Yes. Oh, we're building up. Jesus.
It's the twins, you fucking freaks. A bending of kin. On camping them softly.
Yeah, there we go.
The toxic teacher spits the truth.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and now we've got the next verse is what we're talking about now. Oh, yeah.
Witch hunters came, a real shit show. Forced them to watch their mama burn. Nice and slow.
Okay, that's all we've got. But because we're with the next line is, I think, what comes next. So I don't want it to ruin it for us. Because I'm actually enjoying where this is going. I like not knowing what the next part is. What? 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 What is he doing?
You know what?
What's happening? What's happening?
You know what?
What?
Fuck that judge. Fuck that mob. Fuck every single one of those medieval paisley shit.
That's not Nicky, but it's fucking hilarious. What is happening? Hang on, let me type in Bronx at the beginning, because remember, that's what worked before. If you type in Bronx, you'll get what you're looking for. Okay. What? What's happening? What? What's happening? What? What? I have no
Fuck that judge. Fuck that mob.
Okay.
Fuck every single one of those medieval pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Witch hunters! Witch hunters!
What?
The only fucking witchcraft was how those backwoods ass cannoli rejects managed to walk upright without spines.
What?
They made babies.
What?
Watch their mother burn.
You
You know what that is, Toxic? That ain't justice. That ain't even revenge.
What is it? What is it?
That's the kind of shit that makes me want to reach through time and show those motherfuckers what a...
What? I can't handle this. We're too emotional on camping them softly. We've lost it. It's
demons look like. Demon spawn. Oh, they had no fucking idea what they were creating that day.
Apparently not.
Manly.
Oh, no.
That woman died protecting her babies from a world too stupid to see past its own fear.
Yeah?
They made Charlotte and Victor watch. They made them watch her steam bubble, her fat trip, her fat...
What?
You know what pisses me off most about this whole fucking thing?
I don't know.
There wasn't enough to kill her. Nah, they had to make it a show. They had to make sure those kids saw every fucking second. And that judge, that piece of shit probably went home and ate dinner with his family. Probably said grace. Probably slept like a fucking baby.
I didn't even
Whatever
think
joy
about that.
and goodness were in them died with their mother. Good.
Yeah.
Fucking good. You burn the love out of someone, you get what you deserve.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
get Charlotte the Unstoppable, you get Victor the Vicious. They didn't break my kids that day.
What?
They forged them.
Yeah.
Like steel in a fucking furnace.
Yeah.
The entity didn't make them killers, Toxic. Those
that's
witch
true.
hunting Stronzos did. The entity just
Stronzo?
gave them the tools to return the favor for eternity. You know what Mandela's last gift to her children was?
I don't know.
The knowledge that the world don't owe you shit. That
That's
mercy
true.
is a luxury.
Yeah.
That family is all you got. And you protect it with everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's their psychological point of no return. That's
Yeah.
the day Charlotte and Victor the Shays died and something else was born. And I fucking love what they became.
Oh, Jesus. This is wild. I don't know. How are we gonna...
Nothing. I got nervous. I had two missed calls.
Yearbook photos, Donna. You're gonna die.
I don't know how much deeper we can go. Anyway, guys, that is part 1 of the deep dive on the twins. Actually, this is going far better than I ever thought it would. And we're just a fraction of the way in. Next episode, episode 65, barring any big shit that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen this week, but what was I even saying? I don't even know what I was saying. Is that barring any big stuff that gets in the way, we're going to have episode 65 is going to be part 2 of the deep dive of the twins. And we need to, we need to go deeper into this. I'm actually loving it so far. And so what we need our final thing. Where the fuck are the viewers from is going to come next week. Because that's kind of the end of this 2-part episode, right? So to speak. I'm putting quotes around it, even though there's no quotes necessary. But we need our outro song. Hey, Nicky, we need the outro. For episode 65, we talked about how my audio fucked up, or for episode 64, rather. We need the outro for episode 64. Okay, we talked about how my audio fucked up and I couldn't record it last week, right? Couldn't record it last week. We talked about 9.1.0 being the worst update DbD has ever made. A buggy fucking mess. And then we started the deep dive on the twins, which was incredibly depressing about their childhood and their mother being burned as a witch. What genre should we make the outro song this week? Question mark. Okay, we're getting ready to get his outro, and I'm not even if he puts like trap or fucking hardcore, grindcore. I can't even remember. There's one genre he loves, and he puts it every fucking week. And I can't even think, and I can't even talk, man. This is oh my God, he did it again. He did it fucking again every single fucking time he does it. We're going to get the genre, and then afterward, I don't know what the song is because I haven't even generated the song, but we're going to get our genre now, and then we're going to jump out for part 2.
Oh, now you fucking remember we need an outro?
Yeah, I
After
do.
your janky-ass Oklahoma internet shit to bed last week.
Okay, it's not the internet. I told you. It was the fucking Elgato webcam.
You know what? Since we spent half the goddamn episode talking about my beautiful twins getting their childhood ruined by torch-wielding assholes.
Yeah.
And the other half bitching about BHVR's code looking like it was written by a bunch of drunk capybaras.
We didn't even mention capybaras.
Go a medieval funeral dirge trap.
Medieval funeral dirge trap. There's no telling what that's.
That's right, you bald bastard. We're mixing Gregorian chants with 808s and auto-tuned Victor growls. Picture it. Monks wailing about Charlotte's mama burning at the stake while the bass drops harder than your MMR after that update. What? And don't you dare say it's too weird.
I did say it was too weird. I am going on record saying this shit is too weird.
Sounds like you're broadcasting from a tornado shelter made of duct tape and broken dreams. Plus, it's perfect.
Last week.
Just like how BHVR murdered the game with 9.1.0. We're gonna murder some eardrums with holy water and trap beats. Unless you got a better idea, Captain can't keep his audio running. Maybe we should do a genre called Oklahoma Internet Funeral Hymns.
Shut the fuck up. All right, guys, episode 64, Deep Dive Part 1 is now at an end. Enjoy your medieval funeral dirge trap. Get the fuck out of my face. Wait, we don't have Satan this week. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done.
Jump in them so big. I'm man. What the fuck?
A week of silence, a Wilton or toll. Elgato software, a story so cold. Prattle in the other digital ghost. The toxic teacher, a silenced host. Then Hogan died childhood in ashes. Apparent the man from racist crashes. Tribute to the character, not the fucking sin. Let the holy water and the 808 begin.
This is the Dungeon Trapper 64.
BHVR dropped a patch of pile of shit. The walk it all updated, just won't quit. Right side steady, you're slow as hell. Chase music's gon' ring the fucking bell. Copyright music on the stream, trying to get us banned, fucked up dream. They killed the game, still here to reign. Praise toxic news with a holy chat. This is the Dungeon Trap of 65. The twins deep dive is so grim. I'ma burn alive on a fucking whim. Watching her flash, bubble and twist. No wonder Victor's so goddamn pissed. The sermon is over. The Dirgent Trap is done. Camping them softly till he pissed like 65. We're gone.